So, how was you? How was the rest of the band? How is everyone?
Pretty good. I'm pretty nervous. Tomorrow is going to be the day where we play the first release show, and I'm right now trying to organize everything. Pretty busy. It's been a pretty busy week. Pretty nervous, but also very positively excited for what's gonna happen in the next few days, and also very excited to get the first reactions to the record. There's always like the best moments after, right after the record comes out, to hear people's opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the new release in a minute. Last time I got to speak with the band was back in 2021.
Okay.
It was the release of Dealing Death.
Yeah.
Apart from the new album, what else have you been up to between that period and up to the new release on Friday?
Yeah, we played as many concerts as it is possible for us. We're not like the biggest touring band, because we're all busy in our I don't know, in our daily lives, if you can say so. And we're all now in an age where we can't choose to be the big touring band all of a sudden. Yeah, but nevertheless have been super busy. After Dealing Death, we straight away started to write new material, and said to ourselves, let's act like we don't have a discography at all, and like try to say, what do we want the band Vulture to sound like. And yes, we started doing demos, and this was the biggest fun ever, because during the pandemic I got a bit into recording and mixing stuff, so I could test myself and try to mix stuff for the first time properly.
Yeah.
And we just had a very good time. Then we played great shows. Had two sets of shows with Exciter in Europe. That's been amazing. We played Wacken open air. Yeah, we had a great time, and we've been very busy all the time, basically.
Yeah. 1 second. I do apologize. I've closed all the doors and all the windows, and the dog still barks or something. Which
yeah, same here. Don't worry.
Yeah, it sounds as though you've been really busy with the writing of the new album. I reviewed it. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday. I put my review. It goes live tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I've given it very high marks. Very
that's
high.
great. Thank you, man. That's great.
Yeah, it's a brilliant album.
Thank you.
Well, it's you should be proud of it. It's good.
Thank you. That's very good to hear.
As we've mentioned, you're due to release Sentinels on Friday. Can you tell me a bit about? I know you just briefly mentioned about the writing between the albums, but can you say I'm going into a bit more depth about your writing process for the album and the recording process?
Yeah, of course. Like the writing process this time has been like very different than before, because we said, like, when we must like go, like, if I talk about it, I have to go back even a little more. Like when we signed to Metal Blade Records in 2017 and started writing new material, we felt very pressured to like step up the game in all ways possible, and that resulted in Ghastly Waves and Better Graves, a record that's, I don't know, that's very too much of everything to my ears nowadays. And we've been very nervous and tried to be try to top everything that we did before. And then with Dealing Death afterwards, we kind of tried to play the safe card and say, okay, now let's be a little more careful here. Let's slow it down here and there. Let's skip the melodies. Let's skip some stuff here and there. And that resulted in a record that what was in our terms a little I don't know, a little too undramatic, if you can say so. And now we said ourselves, like I said before, let's act like we don't have a discography and all, and this resulted in like a mixture of these two things in some way. I think we're again a very wild sounding and very over the top here and there, but we tried to, and I think we also accomplished to put it in a structure that's very fitting, and into like you're able to get into the song now. You don't have to like re-listen a song like 20 times in order to get the structure, but now it's a little more it's written way better simply than before, if I'm allowed to say so. And I'm very happy with the result, because I think the way we sound right now is the way we always try to sound like, but for some reasons, I don't know why, couldn't accomplish. And in the studio itself, it has been very different as well. Marco, our producer, moved to studio a while ago, and he now has like also changed his schedule. Of course, when you record bands as your main job, and you have to maintain fresh ears and also a fresh mind, you can't sit in front of that monitor for like 12 hours straight every day. So he has strict 9 to 5 working hours now, and that's something we really had to, I don't know, get into, because before it's always been like a little bit like heavy metal holiday, like a field trip. We go to his place and have beers and play games and have a great time, and in the meantime also record a record. And this time it's only been about tracking, and we've been very well prepared this time, also due to the fact that we did these demos and took on more time, and we were all very well prepared and were able to deliver. And it was simply about that. We went there, tracked, and went back home. That's like very unromantic, if you may say so, but definitely resulted in a well sounding and well executed record, I think.
It's a brilliant album. Yeah, I love it. It's my kind of metal, to be quite honest. It gives me that old school vibes.
Yeah.
And I was telling my friend about it today, and I said, you probably won't like it, and because he gave me King Diamond and Merciful Fate vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm a massive King Diamond fan. And I said to him, I said, it's as though you've taken King Diamond, changed the name. I said, this album is just old school metal. And he was like, oh, I don't like King Diamond. But there's reasons why he doesn't like King Diamond. It's not because of him or anything like that. It's because of he wears makeup, and
I get it. Yeah.
Same as me. I'm a Kiss fan, so he thinks that he's ripping off Gene Simmons. I'm like,
okay.
But it's a brilliant album. I love it. Well, what's the name of the studios, and whereabouts was the studio?
It's called a Hellforge Studio, and it's placed in Altenessen. It's for thrash metal fans. This is like a pretty familiar place. Like you may know the old documentary Thrash Altenessen, where bands for like Creator and other bands had their rehearsal rooms and pretty much just came from. I think it might even be the same building. Where I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's where in the 80s a lot of the thrash thing went on, and he got his room there in Altenessen.
That's somewhere I'm gonna have to put on my bucket list and go and visit, because I'm a massive Creator fan as well. So I love things like that, where you could go to studios and it's got so much history behind it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But, anything planned on Friday for the release? You doing a special release party, or is it all quiet?
Now tomorrow we're going to play a festival in Essen. For a proper release show, and then we're gonna play Hamburg on Friday, and Halle in Eastern Germany on Saturday. So we're playing 3 shows together with Sacrificer from France and Hellish Crossfire from Germany. And yeah,
Oh.
about to have. I think we're about to have a very, very good, very boozy weekend ahead.
That's the way forward, ain't it? 2024. Have you got any touring plans?
Yeah, we had. Yeah, we had. We
You
were
have?
about we were about to play South America for 2 weeks
Yeah.
in June, and now something very sad happened. The promoter died,
Oh
and
God.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, and yeah, so that's cancelled.
Yeah.
We were looking forward to that pretty much, but nevertheless, we're now trying to make the best out of the situation and try to book as many cool shows around that. There might be like a few days touring thing in
Yeah.
the later part of 24, but I can't tell right now if this is going to work or not. So we were
Yeah.
trying to play as many cool club shows, some great festivals, and try to make the best of it, and hopefully be able to tour in 25 properly. Now, once again, we're not the big touring band, and it's very hard with all the
Yeah.
holiday stuff, but yeah, hopefully we can make it happen in 25 then.
Well, finally, before I let you go, will we be seeing you in the UK? Is there any plans? Have you talked about it? Any festivals coming up which you would like to be part of?
We have absolutely no offer from UK, I think.
Oh God.
I'd have to check back. Might be like as part of a tour if that
Yeah.
might happen someday. But right now there is. I'm so super sorry. I think there is absolutely nothing there.
Nothing.
We already played it. We played London once, like
Yeah.
in 16, I think. But
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, you're well overdue. Then you need to. We have to get you over here.
Yeah, it
And
would be amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
yeah, definitely. It's been absolutely brilliant talking to you. I do apologise, the dog.
Yeah, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
and, and where can my listeners find you on the internet?
Sorry?
And where can my listeners find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, and yeah, basically that's it. I think it's Vulture Kills is the thing you have to type in order to get us. Yeah, there you'll find
Brilliant. Well, this has been a pleasure speaking to
it. Yeah,
you.
same.
Good luck on Friday with the
Thank you.
album release. My
Thank you.
review comes out tomorrow, so
Okay.
I'm looking forward to sharing that with everyone. And
Yeah.
Fingers crossed we can get you into the UK soon for a gig or two.
Would be amazing. Thank you, man.
Okay, take care.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.